Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back, Doki Doki Vigilante. So, last time we were here, we finished Chapter 1, but today we have the demo to Chapter 2 available. We decided to release a demo for Chapter 2, because we originally were on the idea that we weren't going to release any more demos for any of the chapters. But since it was DDLC's birthday recently, its 3rd anniversary, we decided it'd be a little special, and we decided to, decided to be special to release something. So we released a demo of the first 2 days of Chapter 2, which are pretty long, so, especially day 1. So, there's a good amount of content here.
Are you gonna show the, updated Chapter 1 stuff?
Not really, because I feel like there's too much.
Okay.
That's another thing. We also updated Chapter 1 with, some... You can see all the update changes to Chapter 1 in the description if you download Chapter 1. It's not really, any script changes. It's mostly just, grammar fixes, but also we added, a new phone GUI, which you will see in Chapter 2, so... For the text messaging scenes. So, yeah, let us start Chapter 2 demo. Without further ado.
Okay.
Or this time it's Monday.
Monday.
I can feel the morning sun hitting my eyes, practically begging me to wake up. I open them slowly as I cup my hand around my face to block the light. Why does there have to be a window there? And I sit up and stretch. Week 2 of school, huh? I'm not particularly looking forward to it, but it's not like I have the choice to not go. I told them I was capable of living alone, and I'll do just that. Besides, school isn't all that bad. I at least get to hang out at the club. I get up and make my way to the bathroom. While brushing my teeth, I try to recall what happened over the weekend. Honestly, it was kind of uneventful. Besides Friday, when I discovered that the girl who's been going around stopping criminals was actually our club president. I feel like I would have been able to piece that together better if I heard her voice when she wore her outfit, or if I was even more familiar with her. Who am I kidding? I'd probably still not pick up on it, due to how intense the circumstances were every time we met. Regardless of all that, I never saw her since Friday. Nor talked with her since then either. So yeah, that line that we put there was deliberately for the reason for some people being like, how come MC didn't recognize Monica and her mask and stuff like that? That's why that's there. Because it's like, if MC knew Monica a little bit, if it was Sayori in a mask and uniform, then yeah, he'd be able to recognize it better because he's seen Sayori a lot. But he doesn't really know Monica that much. So it's kind of weird to quickly for him to think, you mean that girl in the literature club is fucking going around beating up bad guys? That's not even in his mind.
The girl I saw, once or twice.
The girl I saw, twice? I was like... Also, another thing is, he's in such a... the fucking he almost fucking... he's in a very tough situation. And he's like, oh, he almost died in one of them. So, fucking... so he's kind of a little jittered. So I don't think he's really thinking straight either. Yeah. But again, you could also say, well, he's stupid. But I mean, that too, he's not exactly bright, I would say. But I still wouldn't fault him too much. I wouldn't say he's that dumb. I wouldn't say this is that big of a dumb move. But yes, he could also be seen as being just not too quick on the uptake.
Yeah.
I kind of just stayed in, played video games, and watched anime for the rest of the weekend. Maybe I can talk to her more about this stuff at school. We are supposed to be a team now. Look down on my phone to check the time. I'm about to be late? Crap, I was too lost in my thoughts. I quickly finish brushing my teeth and run over to my room to get dressed. But he running, he going, he zooming.
He's running.
Oh, he in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Upon walking outside, I see Sayori standing there waiting for me. I'm surprised she didn't just take off without me. What took you so long, Zero? I've been out here for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Sayori. I lost track of time. It's alright, but we have to walk a little faster now. You better keep up. Don't worry, I will. Let's go. Sayori and I start walking to school at a brisker pace. Now that I think about it, if Sayori wasn't here, I could have easily used my powers to run to school. I'll be using them in broad daylight, though. I guess I could get away with it if I go fast enough. My thoughts are suddenly interrupted by Sayori trying to make small talk with me. So, how was your weekend? It was alright. Just kind of played video games, watched anime. Can't tell Sayori that I was mainly recovering from my wound over the weekend. So nothing new? Hey, I do other stuff sometimes. Yeah, like fight bad guys. Shit!
You do what now?
Yeah. In my video games. Oh, fuck! Sure you do. Like study for your classes, right? Damn. You know she got me there. I'm practically a new student, so I've been using that to my advantage. Barely doing anything in class, not really doing much homework. And I have a strange feeling Sayori knows this. Yeah, totally. Aha! I knew it. You haven't done anything, have you? Maybe. You better at least do your work this week. Okay? Okay, I will. Good. I probably won't. I'm mostly saying this just to make her happy. Luckily, she hasn't caught on to that yet. Smarter, big brain. RMC's a big brain. Oh. It's the school bell. That's another thing. We got a better school bell.
It's been a while since the chapter 2 script was started, so I don't remember anything. I don't remember if I wrote anything.
Yeah, before we were all like, oh yeah, I remember this. Now we're just like, I don't remember who wrote this.
I think I did write that last scene, but I'm not sure.
I think I wrote that. See, I don't know. But we're not sure anymore.
I remember writing I probably won't. I remember writing that part specifically, so I don't know.
I do know a majority of chapter 2 is written by me. But it's not the demo. I don't think the demo part, though, because the demo's just first 2 days, so... But a majority of chapter 2 so far has been written by me. But some days recently have been written by you, though. But
yeah, because I've gotten back into writing.
So I guess in a way, chapter 2 actually might be very half and half, just like chapter 1, actually. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I slowly open my eyes and lift my head off my desk to the sound of the bell. I'll sleep in class again. Wonder when my streak will break. You did write this. I remember that. Because I laughed at that when I read it.
I did write it.
Hello? I hear Suri's voice right beside me. I look up at her as she walks in front of my desk. However, I notice that someone is with her this time. To my surprise, it's Monica. Hey, you two. What are you doing here? We came to pick you up for lunch. Duh. The rooftop is waiting. Oh, I didn't know you guys wanted to eat together again. I was going to eat up there regardless, but Sayori really wanted the three of us to eat together. Yeah, I had a lot of fun last time. Can't really blame her. I had fun too. It was nice talking with them. Plus, it's better than me eating by myself every day. Well, I guess I'm fine with the idea. Awesome! Let's go! Sayori suddenly bursts out of the classroom, running towards the roof, leaving Monica and I looking pretty embarrassed to be associated with her. We should probably follow her. Right. Monica and I make our way up the stairs and to the rooftop at a normal pace. Both of us trying to look more civilized compared to our bubbly friend. See?
Bubbly friend.
Sayori's like a 10-year-old in a 18-year-old's body.
She really is.
Good old fresh air. We find ourselves sitting in the same place we sat last time we ate up here. Sarah and Monica were catching up with each other, talking about how each of their weekends went. It's honestly really jarring to see Monica act like this after what happened the other night. Almost like she completely forgot about it. It makes me wonder if she actually did, or if she's just that good at acting. Zero? Huh? I noticed that Monica was trying to get my attention this entire time. Did she see me staring at her? I noticed that you were looking at me quite intently. Damn it! Oh, was I? Sorry, I was just spacing out. Is something bothering you? And then there's Sayori's face.
I didn't notice that too.
Her face has been changing the entire time. Like when she saw us while staring, she goes like, oh, like she has a surprise face. And then right now she's like,
It's one of those things where I don't think a lot of people will notice, but it's a good detail if they do.
It's like I like to do a lot of those because yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if you're actually looking at the screen, you will be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Is something bothering you? I noticed a concerned look on her face. Oh man, what have I done? No. Nothing is bothering me. I'm fine. Clearly, my acting skills aren't nearly as good as hers. I also noticed Sayori giving me a smug glance the entire time I've been speaking to Monica. Of course, she's loving this. A small smile forms on Monica's face. Well, alright. If you say so. So, how was your weekend, Zero? Sayori, didn't you ask me that this morning? Yeah, but you didn't tell Monica.
I wrote this too. I remember writing that.
Oh, I see what she's getting at. She really trying to wingman for me? I don't know how many times I have to tell her that I don't like Monica like that. At least, I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't, right? I don't know, man. I can't really speak for you. You don't show signs of not liking her. Well, I didn't really do much. Just played video games. Oh, that sounds like fun. It does? Yeah, I love playing games from time to time. Wait, she plays video games? Well, she might just play casual games, like Tetris or Solitaire. Ooh, maybe we could come over and play games with you sometime. I wouldn't mind that. Monica coming over to my house? I hope that happens soon. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I like how he just doesn't talk about Sayori coming to his house, just instantly Monica. He's not even, I mean, I guess Sayori coming to his house isn't really special. I mean, she's been to his house before.
Yeah.
More fun than me doing this stuff alone. Ooh, should we make plans then? How about this Wednesday? Actually, I'm going to be quite busy throughout this week. But I might be free this weekend. Okay, can you do this weekend, Zero? This weekend sounds good. Awesome! I can't wait! We should text Natsuki and Yuri about it. Mm-hmm. Monica nods as her and Sayori begin texting the group chat. Jeez, Monica's a really busy person. I wonder what kind of stuff she has to do. Wait a minute. he pieces it all together. Is she busy because of the patrols she goes on at night? She really is just living her life normally in the daytime, huh? It's like it barely affects her. It's so seamless. I'm jealous that she can play it off so well. I wonder how long she's been doing this stuff for anyway. It must be a while if she can play it off this well. Maybe I can ask her about it later. Well, I think that's enough of me observing her behavior. I don't want her to somehow notice and think I'm creepy. Though, if she did notice, I feel like she would understand why. Regardless, I finally mind my own business and finish my lunch while occasionally chiming into the girls' conversation. I feel like she'd understand. Sayori, on the other hand, probably wouldn't and be like, "Why are you staring at Monica?"
You like her, don't you?
Yeah. The ringing bell prompts me to get up from my seat almost instantly. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about Monica too much. I quickly start walking out of the classroom. Maybe I can get some answers that'll ease me down a bit. I arrive rather quickly, it seems. It's just me, Monica, and Sayori.
Wow, you're here early.
Yep, looks like I am.
I guess you didn't fall asleep in class this time.
How did she know?
Oh, so that's why you're always late to the club.
Monica giggles a little bit after she says that. I can feel my face turn red. I really wish Sayori didn't out me like that. Maybe. A sweet smile appears on Monica's face.
It's alright, Zero. As long as you show up to the club and get your proper education, you're fine.
I'll get on that second bit later. Suddenly, I see Yuri walk into the club room with Natsuki following close behind. They seem worried. Maybe it has something to do with their outburst last week in the club. I decide to ignore it for now and sit down at an empty desk. It's not long until Monica comes up to me.
Hey, can I talk to you privately?
She's almost whispering as she asks me this. Sure. She motions me to follow her as she heads towards the door. I get up and do so. Whoa, sneaky. She brought me all the way to the roof. I have a feeling about what she wants to talk about.
So, you probably know why I brought you here. We didn't have much time to talk on Friday night. You were resting for the rest of the weekend, so I couldn't do it then either.
Sorry for not being easily reachable.
It's fine. Luckily, we have time right now. So, for starters, about the poem you wrote. That pain you felt, was it perhaps a really harsh headache?
Yeah, it was. I blacked out for a few hours afterwards.
Only a few? It took almost a whole day for me to wake up.
A whole day? Jeez, I didn't know I got so lucky. So, you had the same headache? Monica responds to my question with a nod.
It's linked to your powers. It's apparently a test to see if you're able to handle them. Once you fail the test, you usually don't wake up afterwards. Or so I've been told.
Yeah, the demon guy told me the same thing. A curious expression grows on Monica's face.
Demon guy?
Yeah, did you not meet him?
Oh! Hold on a moment.
So, I don't know, did we probably explain this in chapter 1? So, the reason why MC refers to the overseer as the demon guy was mainly just due to the fact that we referred to him as demon guy before we thought of a name for him.
We didn't name him till like last minute because we had no. We're like, what the fuck do we name?
The last
this
minute in
guy?
like chapter 1, he got his name.
Yeah, and like before we released chapter 1, we finally named him, and the entire time we ever referred to him, we were like talking. We call him Demon Guy.
Yeah, demon guy, because we didn't. Bro, that's his middle name.
The Demon Guy Overseer.
The overseer demon, last name guy, overseer guy.
Overseer.
Monica opens up her bag and starts searching through it. She quickly pulls out a notebook and pencil out of her bag.
Oh, this part.
She then flips open the notebook and starts drawing at a very rapid pace. What are you doing?
You'll see when I'm done.
Done? Is she writing a poem or something? Maybe this conversation was a burst of inspiration for her. It could be the reason as to why she's so talented at writing poems. You can find inspiration anywhere. Honestly, she's just talented in general. I wonder if there's anything she can't do. After a few minutes, She suddenly stops drawing.
Okay, I'm done.
She rips the piece of paper out of the notebook and shows it to me. And
What?
there it is.
Scary.
While MC, I think we learned the one thing Monica can't do.
Oh yeah.
And that's draw, apparently. There he is. Isn't he exactly how you remember him, guys?
Yeah, look, this is exactly what he looked like, right?
Looks like Bowser.
Yeah, he does. He just looks like a little pumpkin boy.
You know what he's reminding me of? Like, you know like, how those Pokemon look in Pokemon Rumble?
Oh my god.
They got like the big heads and like the little...
He's a Pokemon Rumble version of him.
He's a Pokemon Rumble character. But yeah, this was a teaser we put for Chapter 2, and a lot of people thought this was Sayori's drawing. And I thought that was interesting, because yeah, it's like, it wasn't. It actually was Monica's.
Did he look like this?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda? What do you mean by kinda?
Well, honestly, their drawing of him isn't the most accurate. I don't think he was small when I met him. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have little dinosaur arms. Suddenly, a blush grows over Monica's face.
Hey! I'm not a very good artist, okay? He didn't look like this for me either.
I can't help but laugh a little how embarrassed she is about this. I guess there are things she can't do after all. She quickly regains her composure.
Okay, back to the topic at hand. This being is referred to as the Overseer.
Yeah, that's what he told me to call him. Can't believe I forgot that.
And you seem to forget a lot of things.
Hey! Well, you're right. But that's still mean. Wait a second. And once again, think back to the night the Overseer talked to me. Hey, I just remembered something else, too.
Hmm?
Well, the night I talked to him, he said something along the lines of... I clear my throat and try to put on my best demon voice.
Go for it.
I'm impressed with how you two have handled the power.
You're doing a weird thing where you're mocking a voice that you know how to do, but you
Yeah.
have to pretend you're mocking it.
Yeah, I have to do it worse. I'm like, I'm impressed with how you two have handled the power. Looking back at Monica, I see her trying to hold back her laughter. I don't think I sounded that bad.
That sounded so bad.
Never mind. He continues laughing and pointing at me for a few seconds. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. Back to what I was saying. He said you two when referring to me, and when I asked who the other person was, he refused to answer.
Well, that confirms it then. You and I went through the same process to get these powers. Further confirming that both of our powers are the same.
Guess that means we were made to be partners.
I suppose you're right.
You know, I remember after my dream, I was freaking out at all the stuff I was doing completely on accident. At one point, I thought I was going crazy. He giggles at my statement.
I remember feeling the same way. Although, I did a way better job at hiding my powers.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
You used your increased agility to catch Sayori's books like they were nothing. There's no way someone like you could be expected to do something like that.
Ouch. That's harsh. But she's right. I should have been a bit more careful.
Also,
Monica looks embarrassed all of a sudden.
I know I said this before, but I'm really glad we're partners. And this was something I didn't think I'd be able to handle alone for much longer.
I think I know what you mean. All of this has been a little scary for me. especially dealing with actual criminals. I've never thrown a punch in my life. And the guns. The closest experience I have to wielding these is paintball guns. Which, as far as I know, can't kill people with a few bullets. Monica giggles once again. It's nice to know someone thinks my dumb jokes are funny. I think the same thing. Like, it's nice that some people think my stupidity's hilarious. See? What about you? I'm assuming you're new to this whole thing as well?
Actually, I've been donning the mask for about 2 months now. Honestly, a lot of the gunplay was a bit tricky at first. But I think I've gotten a handle on it now.
Wow, I thought you and I were in the same boat. I guess that explains how fluid your movements are. Suppose that would also explain how a teenage girl is able to use a sniper rifle so efficiently. Turns around and looks over at the roof. Looks out over the roof.
When I was young, my grandfather taught me the basics of self-defense. He lived near us, so I was always able to visit him every weekend. His reason for doing so was kind of embarrassing, though.
What was it?
A cute girl like yourself needs to learn how to fight back against pushy guys.
Well, he wasn't wrong. I better be careful as not to be one of those pushy guys. I see.
Anyway, since this whole thing started, I've been teaching myself some more advanced techniques. I thought, for what I was going to be doing, I had to be prepared.
Jeez, you're way ahead of me in terms of skill. I never thought you'd know how to fight.
I try to avoid it when I can. Don't want to go around beating people up for the heck of it, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, I just kind of winged it every time I had to fight before. I feel like a lot of that fighting knowledge could be pretty useful.
Really?
Monica's eyes look at me with curiosity.
Then it's settled.
What's settled?
I'm going to train you.
What?
I still remember where my grandfather's dojo is.
Dojo? Your grandfather had a dojo? What? Was it some kind of ninja?
I haven't been there in years, but I can take you after school.
Wait, let me get this straight. I clicked out of the game. Let me get this straight.
Let me get this straight. Zero's a fucking retard, right?
Okay. You're going to train me?
Well, yeah. You said you could really use some fighting knowledge. And I'm a person who has that knowledge. So, are you up for it?
This isn't usually something I would agree to. If someone randomly told me they wanted to train me at their grandfather's dojo, I'd walk away as fast as I can from that person and lock myself in my house for the rest of the night. But if I'm going to be Monica's partner, I'm going to have to keep up with her. I'd feel terrible if I slowed her down. Plus, if I go, I'd get to see a real dojo. If I had a bucket list, that would probably be something on it. Alright, I'll do it. Her face lights up after I accept her offer.
Perfect. We can train right after club today. Sound good?
Yeah, it's not like I got anything else better to do today.
I'm looking forward to it then.
She sure is excited about all of this. It's actually really cute.
We should probably start making our way back to the club now. I don't want them to start worrying.
Oh, right. The club. I completely forgot about how long we've been up here. Yeah, Tori's probably already thinking of ways to tease me about this. We should probably head back before we add more fuel to the fire.
Huh? What'd she tease you about?
Oh. Damn it! I didn't realize how many times our MC says damn it in his head.
Yeah.
It's just like, it keeps messing up.
Yeah.
It's his go-to phrase. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Just stupid stuff, you know. Typical Sayori things.
Right.
Smooth moves, dumbass. After that awkward exchange, we walk back inside and into the clubroom. Upon re-entering the clubroom, I'll go over to one of the desks and take a seat. Unlike many of the other times I'm here, I actually prepared something for me to do. Open up my bag and take out a manga I brought from home. Now I could just ask Natsuki if she wanted to read more of her romance manga. But after that big fight she had with Yuri yesterday, I feel like it's best I don't hang out with either of them today. Oh, there's a problem. There's a mistake. It was not yesterday. Their fight was on Friday. Yesterday was Sunday. Jeez, these mod developers, am I right, guys?
I think I saw another mistake before. I completely forgot about it, and I don't know why it didn't stop you.
Oh my god.
And it was like before Monica even took him onto the roof. But you said like they walked in the club, and then you said like it's just me, or it's just like me, and then Monica and Sayori, but you didn't put a comma after Monica. After the name.
Oh yeah, because I just put Monica and Sario. That's a missing comma. Bird loves my missing commas. He'll tell you all about it.
Well, I'm stealing that comma from him.
Well, there you go. But yeah, obviously, if you can't tell, this is a demo, meaning a lot of things, literally everything is subject to change. So I feel like it's best if I don't hang out with either of them today. I don't want it to look like I'm picking sides. Right when I open my book to start reading, I suddenly hear Monica from across the room.
Yuri, Natsuki, can I talk to you both in the hall for a moment?
I look over at Yuri and Natsuki, with a mix of sad and nervous expressions on their faces. Uh-oh. They both slowly get up and walk over to the door where Monica is waiting.
Will be just a moment.
Natsuki and Yuri walk back to Monica and out the door. Then Monica closes the door gently as she leaves the clubroom as well.
What do you think that was about?
I turn to my right to see Sayori sitting right next to me. I forgot she was here. I don't know. She might be talking to them about their argument yesterday. Another problem, it wasn't yesterday! MC, it didn't happen on Sunday, what are you doing?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, now I can get back to this manga. I open my book and start reading. That is, until a small, dainty hand is put down right in front of the page I was currently looking at. What do you want, Sayori?
What were you and Monica doing earlier?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. You two went up to the rooftop earlier.
Wait, how did you know we went to the rooftop?
Because nothing gets past the vice president.
You spied on us, didn't you?
Maybe. But it was only through the clubroom door. I didn't get to see what you guys did on the roof.
Good. You don't need to know. It's honestly better off not knowing about this whole thing anyway. It doesn't involve her, and I don't want it to. Besides, I think... Ow! I suddenly feel a sharp pain in my arm. Looking over yet again, I see Sayori pinching me. Sayori? What the hell?
Hey! No cursing in the club!
She swiftly pinches me again. Ow! Stop that!
Tell me what you and Monica did on the roof.
No way! After I say this, she goes in to pinch me again. However, this time, I dodge it. Only for her to pinch me with her other hand. Ow! Sayori!
You can't stop these claws until you tell me what I want.
She makes snapping motions with her hands similar to a crab's claws. She's really taking advantage of the fact Monica isn't here to stop this. But who am I kidding? She wouldn't help me. Probably cheer Sayori on or join in herself. Speaking of which, I know she's doing out there with Yuri and Natsuki. And here's the other thing Chapter 2 introduces. The point of view switch. This is the first time where you get to see things from Monika's point of view. This is another thing we showed in the teaser.
I gently close the clubroom door behind me as Yuri and Natsuki walk out. I look at both of them and notice their gloomy faces. They probably knew this was coming. You both probably know why I brought you out here.
Our fight yesterday? Natsuki, it happened Friday. What, are you crazy? Even Natsuki forgot. I think I just forgot. I think I was like, oh yeah, a weekend happened, huh? The weird part is, we played through this a good amount of times, and I still didn't pick up on that. Because I had to play through it the first time around to just see if it was good. And then I played it again to show Monika how it looks. And yet we still didn't pick up on that. Like, I still didn't connect that, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of changes to Friday and the full release. She speaks very quietly, which for Natsuki is a rarity.
Exactly. Now, I know you two have always had trouble getting along, but this situation has crossed the line. You almost hurt one another. Natsuki gets noticeably sadder after I say that. Most likely feeling guilty knowing she's the one who escalated it. Natsuki. I soften my tone as I crouch down a bit to be at eye level with her. What compelled you to throw a punch at Yuri? She looks away from me and at the ground. I was having a really bad day. I immediately know what she means by that. I go in close to her and whisper. It was your father, wasn't it? She slowly nods, confirming my suspicions. That was my second day in a row without food. She says this as quietly as she can so Yuri can't hear. I let out a remorseful sigh. This poor girl. Suddenly, Natsuki turns and looks up to face Yuri. I'm sorry, Yuri. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. And I'm sorry I almost hurt you. I see a small smile form on Yuri's face. It's okay, Natsuki. I know you didn't mean it. I'd also like to apologize for belittling your poem. I should have given you more credit on something you worked very hard on. A smile now finds its way on Natsuki's face as well. I suppose I could also get better at handling criticism. And who knows, maybe... Natsuki's voice trails off as she blushes. You can help me write a poem sometime? Yuri's eyes widen, clearly taken aback by Natsuki's request. Of course. I'd love to. I can't help but giggle at how excited she gets. Both the girls notice me as a blush grows across their faces. Glad to see you two are getting along now. Thank you for your help, Monika. Yeah, thanks. Why are you thanking me? This was all you two. All I did was guide you. Just don't let it get that bad again, alright? Both girls give me a nod. Okay, let's head back inside now. I open the clubroom door and let them walk inside. Before Natsuki can walk in, however, I put my hand on her shoulder. She stops and gives me a puzzled look. I reach into the pocket of my blazer and pull out a protein bar I've been saving. Her face lights up and I hand it to her. She instantly tears off the wrapper and begins munching down on it. I usually have a lot of spare time after preparing my lunch in the morning. Would you like me to make you one as well? And now she's flustered, just as I predicted. She swallows a piece of the protein bar and nods slowly. Thank you. She says that under her breath as she hugs me. Considering how rare it is for Natsuki to hug others, this clearly meant a lot to her. It's no problem. I'm just happy to help you in any way that I can. You know, I'm really glad there are things I can do without powers that can help make all their lives just a little less stressful.
Cut it out, Sayori!
Was that Zero? What on earth could him and Sayori be doing for him to be that loud? Natsuki and I break from our hug and walk inside the clubroom.
And this is your first look at our MC!
Yeah, I forgot about it for some reason, and I was like, whoa, is that MC? And I was like, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. This is your first look at MCs during Monica's point of view. So yeah, one thing you may notice, because one thing you might have noticed is that when MC had his outfit on when he looked in the mirror, he had black hair. Now, of course, that wasn't just something he had just for the outfit. MC has black hair in our mod. Literally the main reason is just because it looks better when he's in his outfit.
I also made his hair spiky.
Yeah, he also has spikier hair than usual. But yeah, we just gave him black hair because we were like, well, it looks better in it. He looks better when he has black hair in his outfit, and plus, we don't just want to be like, oh, when he gets his outfit, he gets black hair, because that's just weird. So, so we're like, might as well just let him have black hair.
I glance across the room to see Zero holding Sayori's arms in the air. They both haven't noticed me walk in yet, so I make my presence known. Ahem. Zero looks over at me with a shocked expression plastered on his face, letting go of Sayori in the process.
Monica! It's not what it looks like. Sayori won't stop pinching me.
That's because he wouldn't tell me what you two were talking about.
I already told you that isn't your business.
I giggle at them both. They're so childish together. Zero's right, Sayori. What he and I discussed was a private matter.
Oh, fine. Also, that was manner. We need to change that. Oh, private manner. That works too. Right? Manner. Does that work? It's matter. It's not manner.
Yeah, private matter.
So it should have been matter, not manner. Alright, well that's gonna be changed.
I think that's what you meant to type, and then you like
type manner. Probably. Yeah, it was supposed to be.
What he and I discussed was a private matter.
Fine.
And she begins to pout as she says this. That pouting doesn't last long, however. Something else seems to catch her eye. Ooh, what's that? Sayori's eyes widen as she sees Natsuki eating the protein bar I gave her.
Back off, Sayori. It's mine.
Sayori quickly runs up to the petite girl with a sad look on her face. Come on, Natsuki. Just one bite, please.
No! Go get your own.
But I left all my money at home.
That sounds like a you problem.
Sayori continuously tries nabbing a bite of Natsuki's food as Natsuki continues to dodge her. It's amazing that no matter the situation, Sayori always manages to make the other person act just as childish as she is.
This was actually fun to code. Sayori like going back and forth trying to get a bite of her food.
It's almost like she has her own powers. I giggle to myself at that thought and make my way back to the front desk. I sure hope those two calm down eventually.
Then MC mask. Alright, so another question is, should we end it here or should we wait till MC at least gets to his house?
I don't know.
I thought you would have had a choice already by now. It's been about 44 minutes. Maybe we should end it here. This is a pretty good stopping point.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll do it for this part. So yeah. So far, so good. There's still a plenty of this chapter left. Like, let me just stress this now. Chapter 2's demo is way longer than Chapter 1's demo.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Like, Chapter 1's demo was decently long, but Chapter 2's is way longer, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Like, there's gonna be a good amount. There's a good amount of content in here, even just for 2 days. It's funny. But, yeah. That is it for this part. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download this for yourself, the link's in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.